History is repeating itself right now in front of our eyes. The blind hatred. It's called anti-Semitism. It's blind hatred. And you know, blind hatred doesn't stop with the Jewish people. It might start with the Jewish people, like in Nazi Germany and in the pogroms, but it doesn't end there. It continues. Jihadism, the way it works, is it attacks anyone that's not a jihadist. They eventually attack each other too. But it attacks the Christians. Anyone who's not a jihadist. It's outrageous to see what's going on the streets of Canada. In Montreal, a Jewish father is beaten. His nose is broken in front of his daughter. Beaten in the streets. You know, in Poland, a Jewish delegation to Auschwitz. You remember the death camp, Auschwitz? So the police asked this Jewish delegation to remove all Israel flags during a Holocaust memorial ceremony. Ouch! That is horrible. In Oregon, the state's Jewish and Holocaust Museum was defaced with swastikas. We're seeing swastikas all over the place. We're seeing Heil Hitler happening all over the place. Florida State University student is shoving, lambasting, verbally abusing Jewish students just because he wore an IDF, shirt saying, I support the righteous war of self-defense of the IDF to rescue the hostages and defeat this terror group. New York Times, that is just ridiculous. They portrayed a Gazan child with a pre-existing condition as a victim of Israeli orchestrated starvation. That is such a lie. That is such a lie. I know they issued a correction, but they show this sick child who has an existing condition that his food doesn't absorb into his body, and actually Israel had sent this, or helped this child to be sent to Italy for treatment. I think that's where he is right now, and he's better now. But they twisted and they lied, and you have a lot of the media all throughout the world. A lot of the journalistic coverage is shaped by Hamas threats, by Hamas propaganda. And I'm telling you what, there's a lot of anti-Israel rhetoric circling around in Costa Rica, other Latin nations. You know that the Jewish people are the most targeted. Jewish people are only 2% of the entire United States population, but they were the victims of 69% of all of the faith-based hate crimes, religious hate crimes. These attacks included aggravated assault, intimidation, vandalism like swastikas, arson, burning down synagogues. I'm telling you what, we have to be vigilant. We have to be strong. We can't give up. And right now, that's what we're doing. We're doing our job here, even in Syria. Yahalom operates in Syria as well. And overnight, the troops with the 226th Brigade under the command of the 210th Division in cooperation with field investigators of the Unit 504 completed an activity seizing weapons from a weapons dealer over in the Taranja area of southern Syria, and said no more of that. There was surveillance. There was you gather your intelligence, your SIGINT, your HUMINT, your different types of intelligence, and we went and kicked down the door and said, no, you're not going to arm all kinds of terrorists, all kinds of jihadists on our northern border, the border of Syria and Israel. You're not going to do it, and it's not going to get to the Golan Heights. Our friends, our family in the Golan Heights will be safe. At the same time, as all this is happening, what do you have in New Zealand? Just like Australia, the New Zealand foreign minister, I know, you know what I'm going to say, Winston Peters, he said, we're considering recognizing a Palestinian state in September at the cabinet meeting. What's going to happen in just a few weeks? I don't know. But you don't reward terror. It doesn't work. On one hand, you have in Lebanon, the Lebanese army told Hezbollah, you better dismantle, you better hand in all your weapons. Hezbollah, as a terror group, their reign of terror is over. That's what they said, but then you have Iran sending messages to Hezbollah in the middle of the night saying, we're going to start to channel weapons to you that you can use to attack Israel through all kinds of other countries. If we can't get them through Syria, we're going to get them through all kinds of other countries. Continue to attacking Israel. It's horrible. They don't learn, do they? They just don't learn. But I'm telling you what, Psalms 18, verse 10, it gives me some comfort. He rode upon a cherubim, it's talking about the God of Israel, and flew. He came swiftly on the wings of the wind to rescue Israel. That is what it's all about. The chariots of Israel still ride. The chariots of Gideon still ride. The chariots of fire still ride.